We are going live. I see we have one viewer. Hello, everyone. We are live. My name is Teacher Casey, and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. Super excited to have Bob back on my channel. Hey, Bob, how you doing?
Pretty good. I'm going to turn you up a bit. Okay. Oh, I'm doing fine.
Hopefully you guys cannot hear the lawn people next door. It looks like they're getting landscaping, and it just started as Bob and I were going live. So, hey, Kelly, thanks for coming. All right. So, Bob, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay.
You're gonna really get into it later, but
yeah, I know. A little about myself.
What do you do?
What do? I do so many different. I have different hats I change. But I've been a teacher for many years, and one area that I landed on for quite a few years, for 20 years of my life, was working with the gifted and talented students. And I taught all different grades there, from 2nd to 6th, and that's elementary school. But I've taught high school, junior high. Last job I had was as a math teacher and junior high math teacher, which is sounds like the worst way of dying, doesn't it? Junior high math teacher. But I've been visiting so many different countries, doing so many different things that I said I just need to resign and do these type of things. So so you'll see in the pictures coming up, the places I've been around the world doing my programs. So retired early. That's kind of cool. And doing shows and guest speaking places and doing a lot of tutoring. And so
and VIP kid teachering.
Oh yes. I do some teaching too. I do a lot of online teaching during COVID, and it's still going on. Do online magic shows, which is kind of fun, and online teaching. So yeah, that's been a staple for a while. When live shows are gone, and did a lot of those things too.
Awesome. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Kelly. Well,
Bob? I guess I should tell you, I'm married and I have 4 kids, and I also have 5 grandkids. Because I always forget to talk about my family life. Always too much about me. We gotta talk about my family.
Well, if they've missed some of our interviews before, we do have one with one of your daughters, and Rebecca's been on here many times. So we talk about your family all the time on this channel.
Oh no.
All good things. All good things.
Okay.
Okay, so as you can tell, I always have a lot of fun when Bob's here, but I'm going to turn it over to you, Bob, because I'm just super excited to hear your presentation again. So.
Okay, as it'd be about the 50th time, I think.
No. Third or fourth, but it gets better every time. I always hear something new every time. So.
Okay, let me just test some things out to make sure my screen sharing is working here. Okay, so can you see that?
I can. I love that picture. It's awesome.
Yes, I know, a recent picture, and boy, touched up by Photoshop. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to be talking today about what if magicians ran our schools, and so what I'd like all of you to do. I think there's about 100 people here today. It's quite a few.
Yeah,
people.
Something like that.
Woo. So if you could make running comments, I can't see your comments here, but make comments as you go along. What we're looking for, you're going to hear this presentation, and it's fairly polished, I hope. But also you're going to hear stories, a lot of stories, and I want to hear what you liked. I want to hear what I can linger on more. Frankly, I already have. It's supposed to be 10 minutes. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my timer, and I probably will go over 10 minutes, not that much over. And then we'll open up to questions and comments and anything else that you want to talk about. And here we go. I put my timer here too. We're doing a lot of things here. All right.
I've already told them that you're practicing for a TED Talk, and so they are already ready.
Okay. While I was talking, I was getting timers and put together and everything. And okay, that's pretty much my presentation. Thank you for coming. Okay.
No, stop.
All right. All right. So it's, oh, really? Oh, sorry, guys. I'm
It
trying
is
to get my
all good.
timer working. You know, these telephones, it's hard to do a timer on a dial phone. I'm kidding. Okay.
You want me to time it for you?
Could you do that,
I
please?
can. I
You know
would love
how many
to.
things I'm juggling over.
Okay, when you say go, I am going to start the timer.
Okay. All right, go. Imagine you are a teacher entering your classroom. The students hang on the edge of their seats. Anticipation shines behind their inquisitive eyes. You do not perform a magic trick, but instead you evoke the magic from the students. Your magic words are open your minds. Isn't this amazing? And then, because of you, wonder happens. So, what if magicians ran our schools? Now, what does that question conjure up in your mind? Harry Potter and the Hogwarts School of Wizardry, or perhaps a troupe of birthday party clown magicians on the school board, or David Copperfield clones filling the teacher's lounge. No, that's not at all what I'm talking about. Listen, this may surprise you. Every teacher, parent, or educator can become a magician teacher, a conjurer of wonder. And as soon as these secrets are exposed, education will never be the same. My seventh grade English teacher, Miss Bidwell, unleashed the wonder of poetry in me. In fact, in her class, I learned to write poetry far beyond my age and grade level. She was a magician teacher and my wonder champion. Okay, now fast forward more than 40 years. A sign on the door of my own classroom reads, in this classroom, you are invited to experience magic. You are free to wonder and ask questions. You see, I too wanted to become a magician teacher. But little is written or taught about the magic of wonder, and it seems to be lacking in the current educational system. Most have missed the wonder in learning. Sadly, hordes of jaded students have accepted boredom as the norm for education. We are seeing more and more students disenchanted with the state of conventional learning. In fact, there are entire schools affected by the doldrums of tedium. These next few moments are designed to give hope for an unprecedented upgrade to our educational system. Okay, now let's remember now, to begin with, in the grand scheme of life, teachers are the true magicians. They introduce the curiosities that take our breath away. They demonstrate that within any topic, there are countless mysteries to explore. They inspire an atmosphere where their questions are ignited. And most importantly, both magicians and magician teachers are workers of wonder. For more than 20 years as America's math magician, I have shared many of these ideas of wonder and curiosity with thousands of wide-eyed students and teachers, first across the United States, and then in Thailand, and later in South Africa, and in Botswana. Validating the use of wonder and curiosity in teaching, Sophie van Stump, professor of psychology and education at the University of York, gathered data from approximately 50,000 students and found that curiosity did significantly influence academic performance. She also found that curiosity combined with conscientiousness had as large of an effect in academic performance as a student's intelligence. So, to transform the world of education with wonder and curiosity, we must break the magician's code. Here are the 3 key secrets that will enable you to produce wonder in your students. And these 3 secrets will help students become curious, passionate, self-motivated, lifelong learners. To become a magician teacher, you must be a curator of curiosities, a fellow explorer of wonders, and an igniter of questions. Magician teachers are curators of curiosities. It's important to use amazing photographs, fascinating objects, intriguing stories, unique artifacts, and unsolved mysteries to take the student's breath away. I make sure these curiosities are visual, attractive, captivating, unexpected, unique, memorable. Boy, teachers sure love acronyms. But that spells vacuum. And the right curiosity strategically used will be like sucking the air out of the room, leaving students gasping for breath. And the Wonder of Math program uses math magic to do exactly this. For example, I use 6-foot expanding spheres to demonstrate how math expands our minds. I escape from locked chains to show that no brain chains are allowed in learning. Magician teachers are joyfully dedicated to the researching, gathering, borrowing, categorizing of appropriate artifacts, oddities, and curiosities. Begin with this question. What takes your breath away? Now find a wonder every day and share it. This will soon be as natural as breathing. You inhale your own wonder and exhale this important inspiration to your students. You might become like Herman, who gave his 5-year-old son Albert a compass to entertain him while he was sick. And this Albert Einstein spent his life seeking a wondrous, magical force ignited by this initial curiosity with a compass. Magician teachers are curators of curiosity. And this brings us to a second secret. Magician teachers are also fellow explorers of wonder. Do you remember Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus? She starts an adventure and explores with wonder along with the students. She beckons the students, take chances, make mistakes, and get messy. Magician teachers are not the sage on the stage or even a guide on the side, but rather a meddler in the middle. Educator and author Erica McWilliams suggests that to meddle in the middle is to invite the students to struggle with the unresolved, to allow them to experience the confusion and joy of authentic learning and to wonder alongside their teacher. In a South African classroom, the students discovered together how to make a star with one straight scissor cut. They also discovered that by slightly changing the angle of the cut, they could magically change the shape or even make 2 stars. Students experienced jaw-dropping wonder when they multiplied any 3-digit number by a secret series of numbers and discovered that on their calculator, magic happens. So take that walk of wonder with students, and together you'll find even more questions and greater adventure. In her book, The Sense of Wonder by Rachel Carson, she says, if a child is to keep alive his inborn sense of wonder, he needs the companionship of at least one adult who can share it, rediscovering with him the joy, excitement, and mystery of the world we live in. Magician teachers are curators and fellow explorers. And this third secret is magician teachers are igniters of questions. A telltale sign of wonder is that your students are engaged with asking questions. And this leads us to the most important magical secret, which is to develop your students' IQ, intelligent questioning. I had an unforgettable experience when I visited an extremely poor farm school in South Africa. And after my program, the teachers guided me to their computer room. Wow, cool. But to my dismay, the computers were over a decade old. They had never been turned on. There was no internet, and no one even knew how to use them. Ironically, there was a sign nearby that read, "Don't Google it, grapple with it." And in their lack, and to their credit, they had discovered a secret that American educator and writer Neil Postman wrote about. Learning to use a computer isn't nearly as important as learning how to ask smart questions. You see, magician teachers inspire and teach students to ask questions. Unfortunately, in most classrooms, only answers are rewarded, while questions are merely tolerated. But this runs so contrary to 21st century brain studies. The Association for Psychological Science used brain scans to show that curiosity ignited emotions and gratification and motivation and memories, and even dopamine was released to associate curiosity with pleasure. Now, doesn't this give a good reason to make wonder, curiosity, and a questioning environment your goal for the year? Remember that the magic of learning is there for the asking. Imagine completely transforming education through the simple change of focus. Instead of asking, "What did you learn at school today?" Richie's parents asked, "What did you ask at school today?" And their son, Richard Feynman, became one of the most well-respected, imaginative, and inquisitive scientists of the 20th century. Teachers, educators, parents, we are the magicians, the conjurors of wonder, the cultivators of curiosity, the creators of inquiry, called to transform the minds of students and learners. And what if all teachers became curators of curiosities, striving to spark the students' wonder? What if all teachers became fellow explorers, no longer afraid to join the journey into wonder? And what if all teachers became igniters of student questioning, born from a sense of wonder? I wonder, what if magicians ran our schools? Thank you.
I love it.
Thanks, Casey.
You're welcome.
And the hundreds of other people.
Yeah, let's check the chat. So, oh, I lost the chat when I got excited and was talking. Here we go. Let's see. Jerry said, "I have goosebumps. Love this."
Goosebumps.
And she also said, "Great slides to highlight the important spoken points and visually bring the words to life."
Good.
And Rebecca said, "I love this every time I hear it." That's awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So you were at 11:31, 11 minutes, 31 seconds.
Well, that's less than last time.
And I wrote it down at the 10-minute slide. You're on the curiosity. Oh, you can't see my sticky note. Curiosity ignited.
I saw a great mirror. It was good. It was really clever.
Let's see. Should I turn it off? I guess it doesn't matter.
So what are some comments? Yeah, you can ask questions. You can comment on what you...
Curiosity ignited was at 10 minutes.
Okay. So are there any particular emotion exciting places that you liked?
Yeah, let's see. I'm going to give them a second to answer. Jerry's clapping for you. Kelly's clapping. Rebecca gave you a standing ovation.
It's better than walking ovations.
Right? So while they're thinking of questions and comments for you.
Oh, comments, it doesn't matter. I want to know what I should keep in and what should I throw out.
Oh, I don't know how you could throw anything out. I love that.
On the cutting room floor, they used to call it.
Let's see. I did take some notes. I was trying to, like, I want to know from them also, like, when you hear Bob speak, does it make you feel that you want to be a better teacher? When I hear you talking about this, I'm like, I want to be the teacher that fosters the wonder and gets all the kids excited to do things and see things, and love it. Jerry said, "I think the points were very pertinent and the posed questions really guide listeners to reflect."
Okay.
Awesome.
Sounds like a comment my teacher would make on the top of my page there.
Yeah, because I told him, I said, he's practicing for TED Talk. So let us know what you think about everything. That's what I wrote in when I was uploading it to different different Facebook groups. So awesome. Let's see. I did write the 3 secrets down. So I've seen this, your presentation a couple of times. And like I said, I always walk away with something different, but I'm always like, wait, what were the 3 secrets he talked about? So this time I wrote them down so I can remember. Let's see. I've said this before too. I can't imagine your trip to the farm school in Africa with the computer room and stuff. And them having that sign up there is just, it's so true.
Yeah, it's quite interesting because the discussion went out by saying, well, these aren't connected yet. So what would you have to do to connect them? Well, there's a farm school. You could see the outskirts of Johannesburg. I go, so where are the lines going to come from? Now, I heard later on they could do things by satellite, but they're not that advanced there. Johannesburg is sort of a combination of wealthy and poverty stricken. They're way out there. And so, well, to update these things, and you did these are about $500,000. They were, well, I can't help you there, which I could.
Right.
But then I said, but even in the computer rooms, even in America, there are techs. And so there have to be a teacher or so to be technician there. So it's like, a very kind philanthropist gave them something they couldn't use.
Yeah. Oh, that's hard. Jerry said, I think it's okay to speed up a bit if you need to. I think you can show a couple less group slides if you needed to. So we really look around the group photos you do keep, but I love it as it is. Yeah, I do too. Don't change like your voice and your wonder. And I love all that part. I can listen to you talk all the time.
So yeah, I could, thanks. I could speed up in some places or just use when I did talk to the crew at TED Talk, it depends on what day it is because they say, oh, okay, calm down. Okay, there was some colleagues of mine saying that. And TED Talk, they said, oh, no. We want more intonation, more enthusiasm, more variety. Okay. So I guess the key is variety. So there's some spots I can speed up on, but I talk about self-critique here of just the presentation. So we're working on both presentation, but also working on the content too. The contents is that's what's going to stay, but it's going to attract people. So what's going to happen is that as soon as this is presented, it's going to be in Fulton, California, not that far from Disneyland. Oh. So we're going to go on a reward trip. Esther,
that's for me. Don't worry. It's all good.
Okay. We're going to reward trip to Disneyland, and one place that fills me with wonder, even though Disneyland is known as the wonder, one place it gives me wonder because I always try to find new wonders everywhere, and this gave me a sense of wonder when we went last time. It was years back. It's the Getty Museum. And if you ever heard of the Getty Museum, if you ever see, Getty pictures, that type of thing, these are some of the, I got myself embarrassed because we had about 2 hours to do the museum. Thanks, guys. Got there late and it's going to close in 2 hours. So I go up to the one of the curators of the museum, says, okay, I'm looking for the most famous stuff here.
Right.
He looks at me going, everything here is famous. And I go, there's Van Gogh over here, there's Rembrandt's over here. Right. There's all these, anyway, oh my goodness, this is amazing. You guys have all these amazing paintings. And I said, okay, sorry. We're just gonna run fast and take a look at these things.
Try to see
so
everything.
We're gonna link, and that just amazed me. Not what he said.
Right.
And not that I said what I said, it was kind of stupid. But what was amazing was the fact that so many great paintings. And we have a very famous, it's not Van Gogh. It's a very, very famous painting of lilies. I forget what it was.
Oh. I know, yes. I know what you're talking about. I can see it.
And here's my daughter standing inches away from it. And I said, painting worth 500 million. Well, I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
You know, it was worth a couple $1 million. My daughter, priceless. You know, that type of thing. You know. Oh.
So we have
Well,
a little surprise for you.
A little surprise. Esther.
A little surprise for you.
I know a girl named Esther.
Who is it?
I bring the best out of her.
Usually she'll wave to me. Hi, Esther.
Say hi.
Victoria. Hi, Victoria.
Victoria.
She
Look.
never cries. I usually pick her up when she cries.
Hey, look, it's Elsa.
Esther, I see half your face.
Oh, I'm missing one. There you go. So today is somebody's birthday. Esther, whose birthday is it today? Grandpa's birthday.
Hi, Victoria.
Hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, Esther, I see half your face. And I get a kazoo.
Look at Victoria's like, is this funny?
Wait. It
Somebody's
says here,
birthday.
countdown to my birthday, 24.
Yeah, you're 24 years old.
With grandchildren. Yeah.
It's amazing.
He looks great.
Happy birthday.
Esther, Victoria, did you guys want to sing to Grandpa for his birthday?
And I get a kazoo.
Okay. Let me see.
Ready?
Ready? Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandpa. Happy birthday to you.
I love the way time zones have a way of making echoes everywhere. I like it.
Birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, I hear it again.
No. I still hear it.
All right, Bob. Well, thank you guys so much. Oh, we're on somebody's speaker here. There we go. All right.
She's playing the kazoo, but she's not even touching it. How does she do
Right?
that?
He's good. You can. Oh, there you go. Oh no, I lost Jerry.
Jerry's out.
We lost you.
Hi,
There you
Jerry.
are.
I
right,
did my job. I'm gone.
Sorry.
Well, thank you so much, all of you, for coming and singing happy birthday with me. I appreciate it. And Bob, good luck on your TED Talk. I have invited other friends to watch the replay, and I will send you messages or questions that they have for you. So
Appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming. And I've been doing this, trying to do it as many times a week as I can. And you have to memorize it. I think that there are two types of people who can get away with TED Talks without memorizing it. Little kids and special people like Temple Grandin. I spoke with her years ago, and she has her notes.
she's amazing.
Oh yeah, I had dinner with her years ago, and we talked about childhood.
Wow. That's awesome. Esther, that's so cute. Do you know when your TED Talk is yet?
Yes, and it's on October 23rd. That's Saturday.
October.
Now it's not live streamed, and what they do is that they take the 6, 7, 8 TED Talks. I'm not sure how many are going to be there. There'll be some students. It's going to be at the Student Union in Fullerton, the University of California, Fullerton.
Mm-hmm.
And it's it's a big student union. The one of the last people who spoke there was Bill Nye, and so
Wow.
Following Bill Nye.
Yeah.
And
Science guy.
so I don't know how many people are going to be there. It's difficult because COVID's going crazy over there.
Yeah.
So I won't be wearing a mask on stage, but and they've given me also the privilege of doing a half an hour magic show before then. So
Really?
So I could do. I've specially designed some magic tricks for the TED Talk. So I hope that gets on YouTube also. So they take these speakers of 6, 7, how many speakers there are, and each of them is restricted to a limited amount of time. Once in a while, they're given 14 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, but that's it.
Yeah.
Scientifically, they say, it's a certain amount of time. And usually around the middle is where it starts falling, that people lose interest. You say, where's the middle of mine? I try to make sure people didn't know the middle was coming. And so I think the middle was almost when I started the 3 points. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So now what happens after that is I send out as many to many people as I know. Says it will soon be transferred to YouTube. I will send you the link. I will probably put it on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
And then send the YouTube link to everybody I know.
To the world. We'll share it. We'll definitely share it.
Now send the great compliments to me on there and send me the critique. Just go ahead and do that privately.
Right.
And so the idea is to make this go anywhere, I need to get as many watchers as I possibly can.
Okay, we'll help you.
That's what I got. So if you like what you heard today, stay connected with Casey. Oh, I need to tell you one thing that inspired me to do this TED Talk is I had a student one time, and she was a troublemaker, but extremely smart. But she'd get in trouble at any school, not only with people, with a whole school, and she has to leave the school. And so there was a time where I left the school and she was there. Another time I went to another school and then she came in later on. I said, are you following me? And it was quite interesting. I said, am I following you? Or are you following me? I don't know. And she was a nice enough girl, but I know the issue. The issue is that she's gifted. And gifted doesn't just mean you're smart. It means you hear, you feel things deeply. So things are accentuated. And so anyway, last year she did a TED Talk and she's doing her second one.
Wow.
I say, wait a minute, you're talking about me on the TED Talk. So
awesome.
I need to do a TED Talk myself.
Wow, that's great.
So no, she wasn't talking about how bad I wasn't to get her in trouble.
Oh no.
And this teacher, Mr. Bishop.
I thought it was like you're the only one that could get through to her.
Yeah. And interestingly enough, her and her mom, I was tutoring her when she's getting ready for SAT. So in other words, that's how long, and I was the teacher of her when she was in elementary school and junior high school. So when she was studying for SAT test, she said, Mr. Bishop, would you help me out? Well, sure, let's do that. So every time I moved to another school, her mom and her would back up the truck and help me move to another school too. So we're connected, but from a distance, because it just happens. So that's one reason why I did a TED Talk. I figured, okay, if she can do one, surely I could do one too.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I think my friends need to get to school, right? Is that what they have today?
Hey, Victoria's happy now.
There she
is. Victoria.
Yeah, you got to go after school now, huh?
Scratch your nose in my direction. Okay.
All right.
Maybe one time you can show your little monkey.
Oh, the monkey.
I got lots of things behind here. All right. Okay, Esther, blow on the light bulb.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Whoa!
You did it.
Whoa.
You didn't like that? You want to blow? Oh, you blew too.
No, blow it out.
Look at Victoria.
No, you're like that.
She's highly sensitive today. She started crying.
How funny. All right.
Oh,
Well,
well, thank you,
you all
Jerry. Thank you,
so
Kelly.
much. Bye, everybody.
See you next
Bye.
time. Bye.
See you next time.
Bye. Bye, Esther. Oh, Victoria.
You just
Oh, you want to see the monkey, Victoria?
Wait.
Yeah, I see the.
No.
Okay. I need to end this live. I'll see you guys. Bye. Thanks, Bob. Wishing you good luck.